Hello creeps, it's Cameron again, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about books, movies, writing, and all things spooky. I am back with another episode of Library Macabre, and I have a book to review for you. This one is called The Dreadful Objects by Chris Cooper. After losing his partner in a tragic car accident, our main character, Jamie Lawson, is in a rut. It's been around a year since the accident happened, and he can't really find the power to move on with his life. But then he finds out that his famous uncle, who is a horror author, just apparently committed suicide. And even though Jamie barely knows his uncle, he finds out that his uncle has left him his entire estate and all of his fortune. And it's safe to say that this house that he moves into is my dream home. It is big and gothic and spooky, and like I said, his uncle was a horror author and he collected a bunch of horror memorabilia and all these really macabre kind of collectibles that are scattered throughout the house. For instance, he has a giant Frankenstein statue in his foyer. It's just a really cool setting for a book. And for that reason, when I went into this, I thought this was a haunted house story, but it really isn't. The house is definitely big and spooky, but the story is not really about a haunted house as much as it is about haunted objects, which is probably why the book is called The Dreadful Objects. And that's because Jamie begins to find out that the events in his uncle's books happened in real life. And the weird thing is that all of the events that took place in the books were written before the actual real life events happened. So Jamie begins to dig into the mysteries of his uncle and all of the objects that his books seem to be based around to see if they are cursed or haunted or if there's some kind of logical explanation to all of this. I don't want to say anything else about the story because I don't want to spoil anything for you, obviously, but in the end, the book reads a lot like a cozy mystery for horror fans. It deals with all of the spookiness of a horror story, but it does it in a much lighter, cozier way. So if you're somebody who is looking to get into horror, but you're not really sure where to start because you're worried that you're going to get scared of whatever it is you're going to read, I would say start with this book. It's not going to traumatize you, I promise. It's just something fun and spooky to curl up with on a dark and stormy night. And also the cover is very pretty as well. Anyway, if you are interested in reading this book, I will post links down below in the graveyard. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Later, creeps.